A lot of us watched the famous cartoon movie Lucky Luke and the conflicts that they were between him and the Dalton brothers. So is what happened actually a fiction or real? From a father who was an angler and a saloon keeper and a mother who was the daughter of a colonel, the Dalton brothers and sisters were born. Louis James and his wife Adeline Lee had 15 children. Yeah, 15 children. 10 of them were males and 5 of them were females, but 2 of them passed away in their infancy. The brothers are Charles Benjamin, Henry Coleman, Louis Cosseth, Littleton, Franklin Gratton, William Marion, Robert Renick, Simon Noel, Emmett, and the sisters are Lilia, Eva, Leona, Nancy, Hannah, Adeline. So what are the felonies which immortalized the gang's names and who are really the Dalton brothers? So before we start, I would like to ask you kindly to subscribe and activate the bell on YouTube, and if you are watching us on Instagram, Facebook, please don't forget to support us with like, follow and share. I'm Kader from the Lions channel.
The Dalton Gang, also known as the Dalton Brothers, is a group of lawmen and outlaws. Well, why the gang is known as the Dalton Brothers? Because 3 of its members are brothers: Bob, Grat and Emmett. They primarily operated in the Old West, precisely between 1890 and 1892, in Oklahoma and Kansas. Well, you may ask me, what does the Old West mean? The Old West, also known as the Wild West, includes the geography, history and cultural expression of life in the forward wave of American expansion that began with European colonial settlements in the early 17th century and ended with the admission of the last few territories as states in 1912. The gang members are basically trains and bank robbers. But wait a second, the oldest brother Frank spent his whole life to be a good example to his youngest brothers. He was commissioned a U.S. Marshal's deputy for the federal courts in Fort Smith, Arkansas. On November 27, 1887, and in a gun battle with the Smith-Dixon gang, Frank Dalton was shot and killed in the line of duty. Emmett, Grat and Bob also served for a short time on the side of law, working as U.S. Marshals. Nice! Until 1890, the brothers didn't get paid, so they decided to form a gang and becoming outlaws. I'm Usama and welcome to the Lions channel.
For a year and a half, the Dalton Gang had terrorized Oklahoma State. They were mostly concentrating on the train holdups. Although the gang had more murders than loot, they were successfully evading all the best officers in Oklahoma State. The gang succeeded in various evil deeds, struck it with a kind of vanity. So what did they decide to do? They decided to do something that was in that era almost impossible. But wait a moment. We have mentioned before that there were 3 members of the family who were in the gang. So who are the others? The other members are Bill Power and Dick Broadwell. Now let's talk again about what the crazy thing that the gang have decided to do. Headed by Grat Dalton, the gang decided to do something no one have ever done it before. Even Jesse James. They did 2 robberies in the broad daylight. 2 robberies in the daylight. Can you believe that? So Grat and the guys spent the night camping at Onion Creek. It was a place in the west of the town where the gang grew up, and it was called Coffeeville. On the morning of October the 5th, 1892, and in a famous operation called the Dalton Raid, the group disguised themselves using fake beards on their way to Coffeeville. They tied their horses in an alley close to the prison, and that was their first mistake. One of the citizens recognized a member from the Dalton Gang. The citizen warned the people in the town, and the news was spread. Grat Dalton, Bill Power and Dick Broadwell headed to the Condon Bank. As for Emmett Dalton and Bob Dalton, their first target was actually the National Bank.
When the gang demanded money at the Condon, the smart bank employee told them that the safe wouldn't open until 9:30. It was 9:20, so Grat said, "I'll wait," and that was their second mistake. Those 10 minutes gave enough time to the townspeople to grab some guns and ammunition and begin to defend their town. The gunshots lasted for 12 minutes. 4 of the gang were dead and 4 of the Coffeyville citizens were killed. Bob Dalton, Grant Dalton and Bill Powers were killed in what is known today as the Death Alley, and they are buried in the Coffeyville's Elmwood Cemetery. Whereas Dick Broadwell escaped on a horseback and found dead half-mile away from the downtown, and he's buried in Hutchinson. We forgot someone. Yes, it's him, the youngest brother, Emmett Dalton. Emmett survived the raid after receiving 23 gunshots. The gunshots were removed, but he was given a life sentence in jail. However, he was pardoned and released in 1907 after 14 years in prison. He moved to California and became a real estate agent, author and actor. But he passed away at the age of 66 in 1937 in Long Beach, California. I hope you guys enjoyed our video. Please don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Instagram and Facebook. We see you in the next video.